Hi! Are you giving any gift cards this Christmas? Well, ditch those little envelopes that come with them and watch to see how to make my not your ordinary gift card holder with the Stampin' Up! Christmas Pines stamp set. Welcome! I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 16 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles. My not your ordinary gift card holder, well, it's quite elegant, and it's not ordinary because we're going to be using a mini pizza box. A mini pizza box elegant? It sure is. Watch and see. My not your ordinary gift card holder started with wanting to use one of the mini pizza boxes. How cute is this? And then it became elegant when I decided to use this pattern from the gorgeous Year to Year Specialty Designer Series paper. This paper is from the 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog, and it's retiring. So now it's available through January 2nd, 2018, or while supplies last, whichever comes first. This paper has been so popular, I think, or while supplies last is going to happen first. And so with this pattern, like, ooh, look, this coordinates with the dies from the Pretty Pines Thinlits dies. So we're going to be using the dies and the coordinating Christmas Pine stamp set for our not your ordinary gift card holder. Your mini pizza boxes will arrive flat. Then you just fold along all the score lines to make the box. And so then we're going to decorate it with the Year to Year Specialty Designer Series paper. And because it has a glossy finish, I want to have an extra good hold, so we'll use the mini glue dots. So we'll take these out of their box and then peel this back till we can see the dots in the light, and then we're going to avoid touching them so not to take away from the extreme stickiness. So we'll take the paper to the dots and put one in each corner. Here we go. Oh, fantastic. And then right on top, oh, perfect fit. Isn't that great? And I'll have a link to my blog post with this project with all of the measurements for you. Okay. Oh, so pretty. And so if you're going to use paper this elegant, well, you need an elegant stamp set to go with it. And so that's where we're using the Christmas Pines. And so I want to have a greeting on top, and I want to be extra sturdy. So I'm using the Whisper White thick cardstock. Now the Whisper White cardstock is designed to take ink for beautiful stamped images, and the thick is just a heavier version of that. And so we're going to emboss with the copper embossing powder to go with our beautiful copper here. And so before we do anything, we're going to rub the Embossing Buddy all over. And the Embossing Buddy, what that does, it helps the embossing powder to stick only to the wet ink. We're going to use the VersaMark ink and not any oil we left on it from our fingers, okay? And so here we go. We got the VersaMark Pad, and then I have here Tidings of Comfort and Joy. Let's go ahead and, now this is a clear ink. They call it a watermark because it'll make the cardstock a shade or two darker, but great for embossing. So right now, you're not going to see much of anything as I stamp this. All right, I'm just holding down a little extra long. It's a solid image, and I want really good coverage. All right, even if I held this in the light, I don't know that you could see it. Well, I can see it, but I don't know if you could. All right, so now what we're going to do is use the copper embossing powder. I just have a paper plate underneath me to catch the excess so I can funnel it back in. Now this is my whole favorite part of embossing. You sprinkle on the powder, and then when you knock it off, look, it sticks to it. Isn't that cool? But look how the Embossing Buddy did. We don't have powder all over. Isn't that great? So now that's just the first part. We need to melt it. And so what I have to melt it is the heat tool. The first setting, here we go, that's to dry ink. So if you want to dry and hurry your ink along. The second is more intense, and this is to melt the embossing powder. So we're going to hold it to it. And you're going to watch it go from this powdery to glossy. And it just takes a little bit to, oh, there it goes. Once it gets going, heat it up, it goes like crazy. Oh, look at that. Oh, boy. Embossing is just always so pretty. So once you see everything melted, you want to stop, because you can't overheat it. All right, and so then tilt it in the light, and if you see anything powdery, you can go back and finish it, but I don't see anything powdery at all. So we are ready to go ahead and we're going to die cut this. Then of course we're going to use some of the dies from the Pretty Pines Thinlits dies. I've got my Big Shot die cutting machine, and we'll be using the Layering Circles Framelits dies to die cut our greeting. All right, so instead of using the Big Shot platform, I have the magnetic platform. This is an additional purchase, but one I highly recommend. So this is the start of our sandwich, and then the next part is a cutting pad. And then we have our Whisper White embossed cardstock and our Layering Circles Framelits dies. We're going to use this one. And so the cutting edge is that raised edge, you can feel that. We're going to put that down. And see, this is why we want the magnetic platform, so we can center this right around there, and it'll hold it in place as we feed it through. That is looking really good. So the rest of our sandwich is another cutting pad. And just crank that. And there we go. Lickety split, we have that all die cut and centered. So now we're going to do some more, but we're going to change things out. So instead of the magnetic platform, we're going to use instead the Big Shot platform. And we're going to be die cutting with the Pretty Pines Thinlits dies. And so because we're doing that, we need the thin die adapter. And because we're using the intricate dies, we're going to use the precision base plate. Again, this is an additional purchase, but one I recommend for these fine detailed dies. Now that writing side, that goes down. This is the cutting side. Okay, so there we go. So now we need some paper to die cut. And I have here, isn't this beautiful, the champagne foil sheets. We're going to use that with the pine. Here we go. And we're going to place those right here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then I have the copper foil sheets. Here we go. And so I've cut these down to size because the cutting pad that we put on top, actually this is one I'll put on top, it's going to etch a design into there. So cut them to size so you're not wasting them, because after they go through, they're not going to be usable. Okay, and so we have these. Let's put these down. Here we go. And there are two different sizes. So we can do these all at one time. Oh, fantastic. All right, and so then our cutting pad finishes our sandwich. This, the precision base plate, that replaces the bottom cutting pad, the acrylic pad that we use. All right, put this right over and crank through. Now, whenever I do the intricate dies like this, I like to just back up and give it one more pass through. Okay. Oh, fantastic. And then look, that precision base plate, they just cut through these like butter. Oh, so, so good. So I just need to do 2 more of these. I'm going to do 1 more strip of this with each of those. All the die cutting's done, and look, these just pop right out of the paper. Easy, easy, easy. That's the precision base plate. Just a beautiful thing. Here we go. And our second one. And if you need to, we've got 2 ways to get this out to help. We've got the Big Shot die brush, and this foam mat underneath it. Just rub this over. Look, that popped out. Now the pine needles, those are more intricate, so they might need a little bit more coaxing. But look, that's popping right out of the paper, the champagne foil sheets. And then they're still in the die. Whoops, here we go. There we go. And so you can still run this over. And you see it loosening. Look at that. Don't pull hard. If it's not coming right away, so we have all these little poke out holes for. So just take your paper piercing tool and gently, and here we go. There we go. See? Nice and easy that comes out. And I don't remember if I did this one or not. Let's run over that. Look, it's already loosening that. I like to start from the bottom. There we go. Look how easy that is, getting those off. So all of our die cutting is done. Now the fun part of decorating, right? All right, so we have our beautiful paper on there already. And I thought about doing a square. I thought, do I want a circle? Do I want to do a square with this? Because I did a square before. Let me show you. For Halloween, isn't this cute? This is the Creep It Real stamp set. it's retiring from the holiday catalog, and so it's guaranteed available through December 20th. After that, January 2nd, or while supplies last. But the square worked well on there too, and these are the layering squares framelits I use. And then inside, Creep It Real. And oh, what happened to the candy? I guess it evaporated. So anyway, but the circle looks really nice, right? So that'll go on top of all of our beautiful pine cones. Now I really like the multi-purpose adhesive sheets, but this was going to be going off the end, so I didn't want everything sticky. So here's what we're going to do, and it worked out really, really well. We're going to use the mini glue dots again. So let's go ahead and peel those back in the light. Here we go. And 2 of them will work. Like I said, I don't want it all the way up to the end. There we go. And we'll just place this for right now. We can always move it around. We won't press. So we're just really, really happy with our placement. And it is going to go off the edge. And then we've got another one. So down towards the bottom. Press that down so that comes up. Here we go. So halfway up was just fine because I'm not letting it stick out that much beyond. Like I said, we're just placing. Couple more, our shorter ones. Aha. And I tried just 2 and it just wasn't full enough. So adding the 2 more was the trick. Okay. Oh yeah, this is nice and full. We don't want them too perfectly separated, right? The distance we want, you know, a little bit more natural. So let's go over here. Now for this one, I'm going to end up touching it some to make it stick, you know, because that stem isn't as wide as. Let's go over here. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. I did try, this is what I wanted all along. You know, I wanted to stay with all of the metallics. But I tried some green just to see the Tranquil Tide, nice and rich. Not that it wasn't pretty, but I just didn't like it as well. And it's just so elegant in the white and the metallics. All right, let's just place here. So this will go right here in the center. Oh, okay, this one can come up just a little bit and say, I'm overall just really pleased. Let's have a look again. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so let's press all of these. We're pleased. Press, press, press. And now we've got to build up and over that, right? Because that's bulky, so we're not going to just use mini glue dots to hold that down. Instead, we're going to use Stampin Dimensionals. Love Stampin Dimensionals. It's amazing what these foam adhesive dots do for your project. Just adding that dimension just dresses it up, makes it so extra special, and it's so easy to do and inexpensive. That's a good thing too. So 4 of those will work just fine. So to get the backing papers off, if you just take your thumbnail and press down, it makes them pop up at the edges and easy to get off. There we go. One more. And isn't that pretty in that circle? Thinking we're looking good and centered. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And I'm excited. We've got a finishing touch for it. I have the basic pearl jewels, but look what I found. So excited. I found these metallic Sharpies. You've got gold, silver. Now this is bronze, where everything else is copper, but it is so, so close. So let's go ahead. And if you can't find those in your local store, I'll have a link to where you can pick them up online. All right, so I'm just going to use the Sharpie to color my basic pearl jewels. And they dry right away. Just the coolest thing. All right, I want a smaller one. So we're going to use the biggest and the smallest. These are in 3 different sizes. I want 3 of the tiny ones. Look at that. Now we have silver and gold metallic shapes. I really wanted the copper. Like I said, I know this is bronze, but wait till you see how close it is. And actually, a lot of times I keep calling it bronze, silver, gold, and bronze. I guess the Olympics, right? All right, so there we go. And my paper piercing tool that I just can't do anything without. I like to use it to get up and underneath. Let's place. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. There we go. Isn't that adding a lot to it? Just one of those decorative touches, those finishing touches are the little things that just make your project. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we got 2 more here. And it just dries so quickly. Now if I was using one of the Stampin' Up! Colors, I could use the Stampin' Blends, but this is working so pretty. Oh, there we go. I'm liking our placement. Are you? Okay, once we're happy, let's press. Do. How pretty is this? So now to decorate the inside. So now we have our elegant and beautiful outside. Let's do a little something to decorate the inside. And I thought, ooh, how about the foil snowflakes? Boy, these have been so popular too from the holiday catalog. So I'm going to use a gold one. And again, with our mini glue dots. All right, peel that back. How about a couple of those to hold this in place? All right, right there. Isn't that pretty? I thought, easy. I'm all about easy. As long as it looks good. I thought, okay, I wanted something in the center. I thought, oh, I know. We have this beautiful gold ribbon, right? The 1/8 inch gold ribbon. It's gold with the white on the outside edge. So I just tied a little bow. Again, mini glue dots. What would we do without these? All right, press that in the center. Here we go. Aha. So they open that up and oh, so pretty. And then for, oh, let me turn that. It got turned on me. There we go. It's got to look pretty. Okay, fantastic. And then for our gift card. So here we go. And I thought, okay, what are we going to do to hold this in place? I was thinking about putting tissue paper in there, and I thought, oh no, let's do this. Let's keep it all coordinated with all the metallics. And this is the Year washi tape, one of the 5 patterns. And I started with this one. I really like this one. It had all the colors. It had the copper and everything in it. But I needed it to be wider to hold this in. So we're going to use this one. But that's working really good too because it's got all that gold that's going with the inside of our box. Let's just tear that off. And there we go. Look at that. All right. And so that's going to hold it in place and just look oh so decorative. And we're all coordinated and just spiffy as all get out. And so there we go. So that's holding it in place really, really well. As I was moving it around, it wasn't coming loose at all. So when they open it up, oh so special. So let's go ahead and close that. Here we go. Isn't this something? This is not your ordinary gift card holder. That is oh so elegant. And I want to share another thought with you. What if you gave someone a gift card to a restaurant? That would be, that's very, very common, right? Well, look at this. How fun would that be? Eat, drink, and be merry. This is from the Merry Little Label stamp set from the holiday catalog. And that coordinates with the circle die, the layering circles dies we just used. So eat, drink, and be merry. Be awesome on the outside for a restaurant gift card inside. If you'd like to make my elegant and not your ordinary gift card holder, all the supplies are listed under the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Well, remember though, I used a few of the retiring accessories from the 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog, so that means they're now available only while supplies last. So you'll want to get over quickly to my online store to place your order. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thank you.